All right, everybody ready to dive in? We've got a really powerful one today.
Looking forward to this one.
Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. I mean, this song, right? It's like every line is just hit after hit, emotionally.
Right. It's a lot to unpack.
It is. So we asked you guys what you wanted to unpack about it, what you wanted us to kind of dig into, and whoa, did you deliver?
Yeah, lots to dig into here.
So like right off the bat, you know those opening lines, I want you to stay till I'm in the grave, till I rot away, dead and buried, till I'm in the casket you carry. Like, come on. That's
That's
intense.
raw. Yeah. It hits you right in the gut.
Right. It's not just like, oh, I like you, stay with me. It's this whole other level.
It's interesting, right? Because you get that sense of longing, but it's intertwined with this, like, almost desperation, this fear of being alone.
And the imagery, I mean, rot away, casket,
Yeah.
she's not holding back.
No, not at all. She's really tapping into something primal there, that deep human need for connection. But then it gets even more interesting, right? Because
Yeah.
she throws in those lines about being better alone.
Yeah. I said I'd never think I wasn't better alone, and I don't know what I'm crying for.
It's like this internal tug of war, wanting that connection so badly, but then also those doubts creeping in.
You know, it reminds me of this one time, I don't know if I've ever actually talked about this, but I met someone, and it was like this instant, I don't even know, like this click, like we just,
Like you were meant to meet.
yes, exactly. It felt fated almost, like we'd known each other in some other life or something.
Which, speaking of, is so interesting given that line in the song, the whole I knew you in another life thing.
Right. I mean, do you think she means that literally, like reincarnation and all that?
It's hard to say, right?
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, you have that very literal interpretation, but it could also be metaphorical. This idea of a connection so deep and immediate, it feels like it was always meant to be.
That's kind of what it felt like, you know? With that person I met, it's like, how do you even explain that? But then, like the song says, sometimes things change.
Right. That whole can't change the weather, might not be forever line really struck me.
Yeah, there's a real sense of, like, acceptance there. Like, acknowledging that nothing is guaranteed, no matter how strong the feelings are.
It's almost bittersweet, like finding this intense connection, but knowing that it might not last. It's a pretty universal feeling, I think.
Definitely. And, you know, going back to what you were saying about Eilish not holding back. I mean, it's pretty brave to put all of that out there, right? That vulnerability, the longing, the fear, the hope.
It definitely takes guts, but I think that's what makes her music resonate with so many people. She's not afraid to be honest about the messy parts of life, the parts that we all experience but don't always talk about.
Absolutely. And you know what? I want to hear about your messy parts. What about Birds of a Feather resonates with you? What are your interpretations of those lyrics? Hit us up on social media. Let us know what you think.
We want to hear from you.
And until next time, keep those deep thoughts coming.